This is the story of how I got my hands on one of these, Lakon Type 7 freight hauling ship. It's a bigger ship than I'd ever flown before, but it was a journey to get there. Let's talk about Lyfe at Rakapila. So to give you some context, I have basically no credits in the game. I have very few ships, so even though the Type 7 was the goal, in this episode I'm just going to look at the different things I was doing during the commodities appeal to raise funds to get ready for in the next episode showing you going to pick up that Type 7. So this week I was doing the community goal at Rakapila, which was to gather 3 different commodities. It's quite common that you'll get a community goal like this, so there's a few little techniques that I use in order to maximize gaining standings and my profits, and also just to feel useful doing trade missions, not feel like I'm just trying to min-max everything. Because let's face it, Elite is about enjoying the journey and getting into the crazy, amazing world that Frontier have made. So I found a little trade route bringing consumer technology from Vasilyev port, which is about 10 light years from Rakapila. But as you can see, we are all sold out. It's my understanding that each station or outpost produces a certain amount of certain goods every hour or every day. I think it must be every hour, and if people come and sweep them up every time, then they're going to run out and people are going to have to go further afield to find the commodities that they're after. But all is not lost. There never has to be a wasted journey, because you can use a website called EDDB. You can do a Google search to find that, which allows you to plug in your location, your jump range, and it will use information submitted by players to find profitable trade routes. Now I did that and found that I could pick up microcontrollers from Vasilyev port and move them to Rakapila for a profit. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's a good idea to observe the local speed limit. I've seen some YouTube videos of people boosting through the airlock slot in order to try to evade police scans, but I think if you're going to use the station, you might as well be a good citizen. Now, I'm taking a look at the missions that I had to hand in, and I think it's a good idea to do missions. This is the next thing I'm going to take a look at. So often on the mission board you'll see a mission that has arrows going in both directions, and what these are looking for is for you to go and fetch a certain commodity, usually a small number of these, and bring them back for a reputation boost and a nice profit. So if I've got a half empty hold, I'll try and bring back some of these commodities that I've recognized the other station often wants, and then if I check through the mission board and they've got those, then I get reputation and profit for a very small amount of effort. Turn in the consumer technology that I have. 14 is all I could get. Still nice profit there. And then, yeah, moment of truth, microcontrollers. It's 842 profit per unit. Quite tidy. So while I'm docked up at Stone Enterprise, let me talk you through a little example. I've got a mission to deliver silver to the LHS 411 system, and while I was there I thought I'd look up on EDDB and see what it is that I can trade, and there's not a lot that gives profit, but you know what, I like to feel like my trip's been useful, so I took the top 2 things, and that's power generators and food cartridges, and I've just filled up my hold with those 2, and I'm going to take them over there because it just makes sense to be useful. What I also do is I just check the mission board. We need tantalum in Rakapila, so if I have a look on EDDB I can see that at the station that I'm going to, do they have tantalum? Yes they do, so that mission must have just come up because I didn't see that a minute ago. I'm going to accept that. Insulating membrane. You know what, it looks like they also have a supply of that, so I can also accept that. So I've picked up missions for going and collecting stuff which I know is produced in this system I'm heading to. So it's a win-win. Another thing that I'm trying to do is when I come out of the station, and if I see one of these wakes out front, which usually there is at least one, I'll go ahead and scan it. because I had a situation where I was trying to upgrade using engineers, and there was a lot of scanny type stuff, data, that I just didn't have, so I had to go and do some wake scanning. But I thought, well, if I put a wake scanner on my hauling ship, and there you go, look, I've got anomalous FSD telemetry, which I have no idea what that does, but that does not matter, because the point is, I've collected it, and if it ever does come in handy, I'm gonna have some. And you know, you can store a load. Let me just have a look. Data. I've got 389 out of 500, so there's still room for quite a lot more. And what I can do is, like with the materials, when I fill up, I can see what I've got lots of and kick some of those out. So here's the location of the Walker colony. We're actually between two planets in close binary. Make my approach. Yeah, when you're fully loaded, it takes a while to slow these things down. Not bad though. We're the wrong way around. So normally my technique, if I'm like this, is just to go up and then turn around. Ah, it worked out okay. And then I do one of these, you see, where I angle myself and just descend at the right angle. Perfect. Okay, so let's have a look. Cargo. Food cartridges. Yeah, there's a small profit, and you know what? I'm bringing the people some food, so can't feel too bad about that. So that's basically what I've been doing. I know that you can optimize and you can do loop routes and really get your process refined a lot more, but in a small ship like the Type 6, and for a new player that needs to work up reputation with different factions, I've had a lot of fun doing it this way, and the community goal has been a great way to get me into a little bit of beginner's trading. Well, check it out. I got a new thing. I just delivered a load of commodities and had a little message, and here we are, promotion to broker. Good going, Commander. For your sterling efforts in trading, the Pilots Federation has increased your trade rank to broker. Very nice. So that means I can go into outfitting, put some new stickers on my ship. Oh yeah, wow, that looks really good. I guess that's just a reflection in the bay, but yep. Is there anyone else I can put the sticker? Probably not. So that's my ranks as of today. I'm mostly harmless, combat rank. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of that. Just become broker for trade, Pathfinder for explorer, and CQC. Haven't even started on that. So the Type 6 has been fun, but it's almost time to put it in storage. I'm gonna keep it because the Type 7 can't land at outposts, so if I ever have a need to land on the smaller stations, I'm gonna need this ship again. The Type 6 is still the biggest freighter that can land at outposts, but for everything else, there's MasterCard. It says 0 minutes left, but we haven't got a payout yet, and look at that, it looks like we literally just made it to tier 6, which bags us another 5 million credits. It's got up to 13 million. Wow, that was, by the looks of things, an extremely close thing. Well, thanks for watching, and thanks also if you took part in the Rakapila appeal for commodities. It was surprisingly fun, and we'll see what happens with this next one coming up. There's a barrel roll from Das Boot for the last time, and until next time, keep exploring whatever you do.